pretend baking show. I'm procrastinating cleaning my house. We're gonna get to that here in a little bit, but Cameron's talking about chicken sandwich. Since I'm procrastinating, I thought, why don't I do some baking? So, welcome to the Fearfully Creative Pretend Baking Show. See, I have a ton of energy today, but it's called selective energy, and it's choosing to not want to clean. It's choosing to be that kind of energy. So we're just going to do some chaotic baking, and then once all the fun stuff is over, we'll just get to the cleaning, because I got to tidy my house up. I also got to clean my porch off, because my porch is looking pretty. Actually, outside in general is looking pretty rough, so I need to really do something about that. Don't know if that's going to happen in this video or not. Don't really know what's going to happen in this video, but I do know we're going to attempt at baking some fall goodies. First thing I'm making is this pumpkin pie dump cake. Now, you don't need too much of this because it will give you a dump truck, but I saw it on Pinterest and I really wanted to try it. You need some cinnamon, 2 sticks of melted butter, a cup of sugar, 3 large eggs, a can of pure pumpkin, a can of pet formula, no I'm just kidding, it's evaporated milk, and some butter golden cake mix. Fun fact about me, my 8th grade teacher taught me how to use one of these can openers. It was like some cool little party for us, and I was on can opener duty, and I was trying to tell them how big of a mistake that was because I barely knew how to work the automated ones, and she's like, man up, you're gonna learn today. And I sure enough did learn today in front of the whole class. Thank you, Miss Crosby. I needed to know that because I probably still wouldn't have known how to use one if it wasn't free. That smells like puppy formula. That's why they call it pet. It smells like pet formula. Is it pet formula? I mean, we drink cow's milk and goat's milk. Why not pet formula? I'm gonna add that in there. This is a cup of sugar. It looks like it's a lot more, but it's not. Y'all wanna watch me? I found out how to crack fancy eggs. That is not how you do it. Hold on. That one wasn't right egg. Something was wrong with the egg. Oh, do it over again. I did this better off camera, I promise. Here's your one chance, fans, so don't let me down. Hey, you see that? And not a shell to be seen, right? I think this is called a whisk, but I call it a wire mire, like one of them dogs, the skinny gray dogs. Get your wire mire, and you just go like this, and you mix it up real good. You're supposed to mix it all together until it's all like incorporated or whatever. Look at me sound like Rachel Ray. I think Rachel Ray would have had her glass dish greased though. I'm coming. That's the butter hollering at me, but I think Rachel Ray would have already had her glass dish greased. But do I have another smoke alarm? I talk so much I can't tell if it's just the beep in my head telling me to stop or if it's the smoke alarm. Or if I'm just hearing phantom beeps, because I'm prone to that too. I'm okay. This is supposed to be like spice cake mix, but none of my stores sell those around this time of the year. They probably do. They probably honestly realize it's not fall yet. That's probably what it is. But a lot of them, they sell out super fast. So we're going to make our own spice cake mix. I don't really know how to do that, but I'm just going to pop some yellow regular cake mix. That's the most impatient butter I've ever met in my life. We're going to use some nutmeg. I don't know if that's what I should be using, but it's what we're using. And then some pumpkin pie spice, as if this isn't already pumpkined up enough. I hope I didn't just spit all in that. I mean, I grew them in my body. They can handle a little of my spittle. A little of my spittle. It's a good day. Oh no. Minimal mess. Look at me. I'm supposed to like sprinkle. I think that's enough. I think honestly I overdid it, but it's better to overdo it than not do it enough. Oh, that's too much. Shut up, butter. And for the heck of it, we're gonna put a little bit more cinnamon on top. It's gonna look like so. Oh no, I messed it up already. We're gonna pop this in the oven. An oven that's preheated. Did I preheat? Yeah, an oven that's preheated for 350 for like 45 to 55 minutes. Just depending on how long it takes your oven to do it. I forgot a step. I scared my dogs. The butter's been hollering at me. This is why it hollers at me, because I already forgot about it. Out of sight, out of mind, and butter knows that, so it's been beeping like crazy. We're actually going to drizzle the butter over top of that. That way it's not just powdered cake mix on the top of the cake. This is also fake butter because real butter's kind of expensive right now. Drizzle it over. We're just going to drizzle it over. So we're going to bake this for 55 minutes. And then we're gonna let it cool on the counter for at least an hour. We're gonna let it cool on the counter for at least an hour and then cover it and place it in the fridge. After it's cooled off, then you can slice it and add whipped cream to it. We getting some fall time trees up in here. That looks really watery. I don't think it's supposed to be that watery. Next recipe, we're going to be using this crock pot right here. Don't forget your crock pot liners. You do not want to make this particular recipe without a crock pot liner because you will be chiseling espresso pumpkin coffee off the edges of your crock pot. I promise. It's a promise. If you're brave enough and you have your life together, you probably won't need these. But I'm definitely going to leave this in here longer than it needs to be. Just because I know myself. So it's supposed to be in here for 3 hours. Perfect in time for a nighttime cappuccino. Caffeinated cappuccino. Caffeine actually calms me down and winds me down though. So we're going to make this so I can relax later after I get done cleaning and tidying up and stuff. I can relax with a cup of pumpkin. I don't know what it's called. It's like pumpkin cappuccino or something. All these recipes will be linked down below and they'll have the actual recipes and stuff. Because y'all know, I just fiddle fart around until I get it kind of how I like it. I gotta set all this back up that I messed up because I'm supposed to be doing another shot. Hold on. This is the part of the YouTuber that y'all don't see. Alright, now all this is set back up. Now I gotta go back in and do the cool little real thing. I'm making a pumpkin spice latte in the slow cooker for the first time ever. It takes some syrup, just like 1/4 of a cup, slow cooker liners if you don't want to mess, regular coffee or espresso coffee, pumpkin puree, and then pumpkin pie spice, and then milk. I use this lactate milk because in my older age, that being 31, I have learned that lactose gives me the Hershey squirts. So I brewed up these pods. Like, you're supposed to use espresso to make it more strong, but I don't like strong lattes. Lattes aren't even my favorite, so I don't know why I even reached for this recipe on Pinterest, but I wanted to try it, so I just brewed that up in my Keurig, and I needed 3 cups of it, so it took a while. While I did that, I put my little crock pot liner and tucked it in and told it a bedtime story, and then I poured my coffee in there. You pour 3 cups of coffee, and then I poured 2 cups of the milk. Like I said, I used the lactate. I don't know if that's what messed it up, because it did mess it up. A 4th cup of syrup. Something messed it up. I don't know what it was. I followed the recipe basically to a T. The whole can of pumpkin puree, but still even following it to a T, it was really gross. I'm telling you the story in the middle of me showing you guys this. And then pumpkin pie spice. I cooked this on low for 3 hours, and then I was so excited to try it for bedtime, and oh my Lanta, it was nasty. So nasty. While my latte stuff was in the crock pot and my pumpkin pie dump cake was in the oven, I decided to tackle it outside because I didn't want the sun to go down and then me not get to this. I had put this off for so long. My beautiful remade porch was looking really, really rough, and so was the outside of my house in general. So both the dump cake and the latte taking such a long time to cook, it gave me the perfect opportunity to tackle the outside of my house, which Lord knows it needed it, but I have a really hard time maintaining the outside of my house. The inside too, but really the outside of my house, I have a really hard time maintaining it.
I was counting my blessings, I felt beaten down. I was looking for a calling, felt lonely in a crowd. I was searching for the answers, too blind to see the signs. He was always by my side. He shed his light and picked me up. I'm saved.
Okay, so the cappuccino tastes like a fart, but this pumpkin delight, oh my land, that's so good. Let's see if we can really test these Reynolds Wrap Crock-Pot.
Whoa. Let's test it with a bag under there, okay?
Come on, ready?
I know you're feeling like Phil Swift right now, and you want a lot of damage.
Wait, you ready?
No. Keep in mind that if you do that, it's going to burn.
Malanta.
Careful, don't just let it go yet. Just let it go yet.
That was the nastiest stuff on the planet.
Woo, that's some heat. Woo, that stinks.
Yeah,
no wonder.
It was nasty.
Forget that.
Like it tasted like. It
feels like I've got a heater next to my leg.
It tasted like a fart.
Oh no.
Would not.
Oh no.
What?
I just realized it's going down, and the heat can melt the bag.
Oh no! Hurry, run to the trash! Run to the trash!
I need my shoes. Please don't make a mess. I'm trusting you.
Just a great value trash bag. Oh, how the tables have turned.
When I say I'm trusting it, it's basically I've got no other choice. I don't actually trust it.
You feel so far away, though you're close. Where's your mind at? I wanna know. A penny for your thoughts. I wanna know what's inside that heart of yours. Ooh, I feel paper thin. Ooh, when will you let me in? Do you let anyone get under your skin? You play it cool, but underneath I know you're hiding something. Do you let anyone get under your skin? I just wanna get to know you, so would you let me get to know you, boy? You feel so far away, though you're close. Where's your heart at? I wanna know. A penny for your thoughts. I wanna know what's inside the heart of yours. Ooh, I feel paper thin. Ooh, when will you let me in? Do you let anyone get under your skin? You play it cool, but underneath I know you're hiding something. Do you let anyone get under your skin? I just wanna get to know you, so would you let me get to know you, boy? Would you let me get to know you, boy? Would you let me get to know you, boy? Would you let me get to know you, boy? Would you let me get to know you? Ooh, I feel paper thin. Ooh, when will you let me in? Do you let anyone get under your skin? You play it cool, but underneath I know you're hiding something. Do you let anyone get under your skin? I just wanna get to know you, so would you let me get to know you, boy? Would you let me get to know you, boy? Would you let me get to know you, boy? Would you let me get to know you, boy? Would you let me get to know you?
Here's the difference the magic eraser makes on white sinks. Now mine is scratched up because mine's a DIY sink by yours truly. So it's already like scratched up and stuff. But the pasta always, like the red sauce, any kind of red sauce, any kind of red tinted food or anything like that, it always stains my sink. This is what the magic eraser does. to something that looks like this. It works wonders. I still stand by that I will never own a white sink. Like when I purchase a sink, it will not be white. It won't, because I've learned that was the good thing of doing this DIY. It kind of turned out a little you know, not so hot, not one of the best DIYs, which I mean we did it as a test anyway. I like to test out things so that you guys don't have to. So it hasn't aged very well, but I will say this, it did serve its purpose. I now know that I do not want a white sink, and I didn't go spend a lot of money on a white sink only to find that out. So I only spent a couple of bucks on paint. Well, I think like $6 on paint to paint it, only to find out that I did not in fact want a white sink. The magic eraser really helps.
You say you don't wanna get in trouble, that you're doing fine cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure. You just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like.
We finished off our first fall candle, pumpkin waffle. Now we're going to move on to pumpkin spice. Now these aren't the great value. See how that says great value right there? These are mainstays, so they will not fit, which kind of sucks, but it's okay. I'll try to find some more great value ones throughout the fall season, but I'm not always going to get to use that Bath & Body Works candle holder. Sometimes they'll just have to be like the candles up here, which I'm fine with that. Less about what it looks like, more about what it smells like, baby. I'm doing a quick tidy up of the living room just so I can go to sleep without waking up to a complete mess. I'm not going to tackle the floors or anything, but I am just going to get it tidied up and everything put back in its space. After having a productive day, because earlier in this day we had went to the birthday party and everything, it's going to take me some time to wind down and that adrenaline to like kick out of gear. So I'm just getting it cozy-fied up in here too so that I can relax and just feel all fall time cozy-fied before I go to bed. Honestly, my floors are just horrible right now. They've been neglected for far too long, so I need to get on that, and I need to have just a really good cleaning day. Just like the crevices and stuff, it's getting cruddy and dusty and stuff like that. You know, it's been a while since I spring cleaned, y'all. Even though I cleaned really good before, well, I sort of cleaned really good before I put out the fall decor, it's still time to go in and do the detailed work, and I don't like doing that work, but it's necessary, so I need to go in and do it. I just didn't do the floors tonight because I didn't want to wake my kiddos up. It was already super late and I couldn't get the vacuum out. I could have probably swept, but I'm an all in or all out kind of person, and since I couldn't be all in tonight, then we were just all out.
You can't turn the tide. Let the water go where it wants to go. You can run and hide. You can bury yourself beneath the stones. Somebody told me don't pretend, 'cause everyone could use a friend sometimes. Take some good advice. Don't let your fear decide. That's how sun, and how the wind makes way across the fields.
So many things I didn't get to show you guys. There was a birthday party. It was a wild day, but it was a very productive day. Not just in the home, but in friendships and stuff like that. And I like days like that. I loved a good productive day in the home, but I also love productive days that are just filled with really good memories and a whole lot of love, and that's what I got today. I love you guys so much, and I thank you so much for being here with me and for hanging out with me. I thank y'all for the community that you guys have built with me, and I'm just going to bed tonight very grateful. Grateful for you guys, grateful for Jesus, first of all. I'm grateful for y'all. Grateful for friendships that I've made, both online and in person. Grateful for my family and our health. Grateful for my home. I'm just going to be grateful tonight. I love you guys. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I hope you have a blessed morning, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you're at. Know that I love you, but there's somebody, his name is Jesus, and he loves you so much. He loves you so much. He died for you. Yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. I love you guys. I'll see y'all later. P.S. If you ain't got time to look it up, I got all the time in the world to tell you about them. Just hit me up, man. Good night. Love you guys. Bonus recipe. So we're going to use a box of penne, and we're going to boil it up real good. A thing of Italian sausage. This is not that old, y'all. This is an old video, but the sausage ain't that old. You're going to brown it up, take this little diaper thing off of it. That's what I call it, because it kind of looks like a baby wipe. And then you're going to mush it all up and cook your sausage up real good. Once your sausage is cooked, you're going to add some minced garlic. I added about a tablespoon of minced garlic, maybe a tablespoon and a half. I like a lot of garlic most of the time. Sometimes I go back and forth on that though. Mix it in and then continue to cook it for a few minutes, but don't let the garlic burn because then it tastes like skunk. Add a few tablespoons of butter, and then I used about 3 cups after I got done with this whole thing. I used about 3 cups of heavy whipping cream. Mix it up, bring it up to a boil. Once it's boiling and you got a rolling boil, add you about a cup of Parmesan slowly while you're stirring. Mix in the noodles. You gotta mix them in real good though. And this is when I added some more heavy whipping cream because it wasn't enough for me. But then you got this creamy, it's super creamy, cheesy, Parmesan cheesy Italian sausage pasta. It is the bomb. The recipe will be linked down below. I love you guys.